everybody, Shot16 back once again for Renegade Master. This is a tag response. That's right, I've been tagged by two people actually, two YouTubers, to do this 5 random facts about your gaming history that nobody cares about. Something like that. It's in the title. Something along those lines. 5 facts about your gaming history no one gives a shit about. But yeah, the first person who tagged me was Kev, a retro game crusader, who actually made me this. That's right, he made me Kenneth out of that pixel art, part of his pixel art project series that he runs on his channel. So if you've not seen that, go check it out. Yeah, cool, retro game crusader. He was the first one to tag me. The second one to tag me, I noticed, was Owen, LeBossu77. Again, if you've not seen his channel, links in the low bar down there. That's why they call it the fucking low bar, innit? But yeah, those two tagged me, so to Kev, hey, and to Owen, watcher. Let's do this, let's do these facts. I've wrote them down. It was quite hard thinking of 5 actually, so I wrote them down, so bear with, okay? Bear with. So, fact number 1 about my gaming history is, I swapped my Atari ST for a mountain bike. That's right, my uncle was after like a home kind of computer thingy with that you could also play games on as well, and I was after a new mountain bike. He had a brand new mountain bike, and yeah, he basically did a straight swap with me. Mountain bike for Atari ST, and it had everything with it as well, that Atari ST. But yeah, you know, like the dot matrix printers, the old dot matrix printers where you have to wait for about an hour just for him to print a picture out or some text or something. And you know, do you know what I mean? Line by fucking line. Dot matrix printers, man. That's one technology that we did. Do you know what I mean? That we don't need to go back to, dot matrix. But yeah, yeah, I had that with it. I had a shitload of games with it, and yeah, it had a wicked art program on it as well. Photoshop before it was Photoshop. It was called something like Daygas or Daygas art program or something like that. Some of you might have had it, but yeah, it was really good art program. That was. It was, like I say, it was basically Photoshop before Photoshop. Obviously, nowhere near advanced, but yeah. So yeah, I swapped my Atari ST for a mountain bike. I had the mountain bike for about 2-3 weeks before I got mugged and the fuckers took my bike off me. So yeah, basically, I lost the mountain bike. I lost my Atari ST. So yeah, fail all around on that one. Fact number 2 about me. Alright. Fact number 2, actually same uncle. But yeah, anyway, when I was a kid, mum and dad was modernising the house, and I used to have like this big built-in wardrobe in my old bedroom, in like my childhood bedroom, and because it was built in, it was like made out of brick and everything. It was like part of the house, and then it like came off into my room, and then obviously it was like made into a wardrobe. It was quite a groovy thing, but it cut off a lot of space in my room, and because I had like the smallest room in the house, it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? It made it even smaller, but it was a good thing to have. But yeah, they decided when they were modernising it, they decided to knock it all out. So yeah, it was like proper building work to knock it out. Like I say, it was made out of brick. It was like, I think it was like kind of structural or something like that as well. So it was quite a bigger job just to get rid of a built-in wardrobe, but it gave me loads more space in my bedroom. But yeah, anyway, the point is, my mum and dad wanted me out of the way because I had nowhere to sleep. Because like, yeah, just I didn't really fancy sleeping on the setting and everything. But my uncle had a spare bedroom at his house anyway. But he was like kind of moving house. In fact, I can tell you what year it was. It was 1996 because I went to see Mission Impossible, the first Mission Impossible with my uncle when I stayed over. I stayed there for about 3 or 4 days, I think. But yeah, the point is, I had to stay at his house, so I did. But he was moving house about a couple, maybe 3 weeks later. So basically, over the course of staying there, I was helping him like move his stuff out and take stuff down to the tip and everything like that. And yeah, and he was getting rid of this chest of drawers that was in his garage. And yeah, it was in the back of his garage or something like that. Anyway, the point is, as we was moving it out, we got to the tip, and I just thought, you know, as you do, Like it was like next to the skip at the tip, and I thought I'd just go through the drawers, and inside one of the drawers was a Sega Master System. Just there, it was a Sega Master System just inside the drawers, and it only had one game though. I think it was PGA Tour Golf. But yeah, I can remember taking it back to my uncle's house, and then for like 4 days I just played Master System because it had its kit built in, and then it had one game, and I'm sure it was PGA Tour Golf. It was definitely a golf game anyway, and I'm sure it was PGA Tour Golf. So yeah, fact number 2 is when I stayed at my uncle's house once, and I was opening Move Art, and we were throwing a chest of drawers away that was in the back of his garage. Yeah, I found a Sega Master System in the drawers. Awesome. Don't know whatever happened to that Sega Master System. I imagine my uncle either left it there when he moved or whatever, took it with him, sold it, I don't know. It was back in the day, back when Master Systems weren't worth shit anyway, but it was a cool little find. Number 3, Super Hang-On got me into a fight as a kid. That's right. When I was a young kid, we went to Devon on a holiday, Ilfracombe. Probably some of you might know it. You might be from there. You might be from Ilfracombe, or you might have holidayed there. Holidayed. Is that even a word? Holidayed. Something like that. I don't know. Holidayed. Whatever. I didn't write the dictionary. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, Ilfracombe, Devon. Went there as a kid, and we used to go to like, do you know how they have like the on-site kind of clubs? Like if you stay in a caravan site, they have like their own kind of clubs. We didn't stay in a caravan, we stayed in like this cottage kind of thing. Quite nice actually. But anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, they had on the on-site club, at the back of it, they had like a load of arcade machines. I think they had Outrun or something like that, and Super Hang-On was one. And it was like the one where it was like it's like a cab. I'm sure it was Super Hang-On. Nah, made me thinking that. I'm sure it was Super Hang-On. But yeah, anyway, it had like the actual motorbike handlebars on it. You didn't sit on it. It was like just the handlebar part. I'm sure it was Super Hang-On. It was Super Hang-On. In fact, I know for a fact it was Super Hang-On. But yeah. Anyway, when people was playing on it, when other kids was playing on it, there was this one little bastard, and I mean this little bastard, and what he was doing, he was like coming up to people while they was on it, and he was hanging on to like the angle bars. So basically, like, he was on it, and then you all of a sudden be like that because this little shit was hanging off the handlebars. And yeah, but at the time I was a little shit as well. So when he did it to me, I did nothing more because he made me lose my credit on Super Hang-On. I did nothing more, and I twatted the little fucker. But yeah, so yeah, Super Hang-On got me into a fight because this little shit kept on hanging on to the angle bars of Super Hang-On cab. So I just gave him a good twatting. It was a good twatting as well for my age. I must have only been about, I don't know, 10? Probably not even 10. Probably about 8 or something like that. I don't know. I know I was a young kid, and I gave him a good smacking. Well, hard me. Pop-hard, innit? Pop-hard, mate. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Fact number 4. Yeah. As you know, I'm a big Saturn fan and a collector nowadays, but sure this is a fact that you've heard. I think I even said it when I was on Meet the Tuber not long back. But yeah, big Sega Saturn fan now. And I always have been, kind of, actually. That's why I've like started collecting it back and stuff. But why I went for the full power collection. Yeah, I don't really need to get into it. But yeah, back in the day, not many people might know that I actually sold my Sega Saturn after a very brief time to get a PlayStation. That's right. As much of a Saturn fan I am now, back then, even though I did love the system and I regretted getting rid of it, yeah, it was one of those things where everybody, all your mates have PlayStations, you're the only one with a Saturn, so I actually sold it, yeah, and it funded me a PlayStation. So yeah, I thought that was an alright fight. Like I said, these are facts that nobody's supposed to give a shit about, so yeah, fuck it, we'll move on. Number 5, the last one. Alright, yeah, I couldn't really think of a 5th, but this is like kind of gaming related. It's, I don't know, a bit random I suppose, so yeah. and probably nobody gives a shit about it, so I'll tell you about it. Once, when I was in Spain, again I can probably tell you the year, 1999, so I was about 17 or something like that. 1999, it was the year, I know that because it was the year Jill Dando got shot. Do you know Jill Dando? She got shot on her doorstep, and that was like, that actually happened while we was over there, and we can remember seeing it on the TV like in Spain and stuff. So yeah, it would have been about 1999. Feel free to correct me if it was a different year, but I'm sure it was 1999. So I would have been about 17. Yeah, a little family holiday, just like my parents, me and my sister, like just the four of us. And yeah, and basically halfway through the day, my mum and my sister would go back for a siesta. But me and my dad would carry on, like, we'd go out and find like a little bar or something, and we used to do this like on family holidays, like even when I was younger, do you know what I mean, before I was even old enough to drink and stuff like that. But yeah, I probably weren't drinking back when I was a kid. I probably like had a Coke or something like that. But yeah, me and my dad would, like, if we went on a family holiday and they went back for a siesta, me and my dad would always walk off and find like a local pub on holiday. It was just our thing. But on this particular holiday, we found like it was like kind of like down an alleyway, and it was like a local bar, like any kind of Spanish people used to used to go in. But yeah, have you ever seen this is a weird reference. Have you ever seen Goodnight Sweetheart with Nicholas Lyndhurst? If you're from outside the UK, you might not have seen it. But yeah, Nicholas Lyndhurst, who plays Rodney in Only Fools and Horses, he used to be in another series. This isn't about a claim to fame. I didn't meet anybody from Only Fools and Horses, Nicholas Lyndhurst or that. But yeah, basically, if you've seen that show, you know how he goes down an alleyway and he ends up in 1940s, don't he? It's like in modern day, and he walks down an alleyway. He like skips through time. It was like that. Basically, we went down this alleyway. And it was like going back in time, because like this, it was just out of nowhere, this pub, and it was like a little thing, and we used to frequent it anyway, and yeah, we used to get a nice drink in there and stuff like that. So we went in, and I think it was about the third time we went in, like the third day we went in on the siesta, me and my dad. He had one of these jukeboxes, and it was like a proper old one as well, because it used to play vinyls, like vinyl record kind of jukebox, and he was moving it to like the other side of his pub. And obviously he needed a hand, so me and my dad gave him one hand, moving this jukebox, fucking heavy as shit by the way, I might add. And yeah, we just helped him lug this jukebox to the other side of the pub. Are you bored yet? Are you bored of this story yet? Man, fucking hell, I'm just chirping on anyway. Anyway, back to the jukebox. We helped him lug this thing, and I don't know, it must be, I don't know if it's like some kind of custom in Spain or something like that, but you would have thought that we'd saved his life. Because for the rest of the holiday, he had, I'm getting to the gaming bit by the way, he was just like really friendly with us, and there was this arcade cab anyway in there, and it was like one of those multi-cart ones, do you know, where it's got like 100 games on it and stuff like that, and it's like about all kind of old games, like, you know, like Galaxia and Space Raiders, Space Invaders and stuff like that. What was the other, Centipede, stuff like that. And he basically, every time me and my dad walked in, he would put it on free play for me. So when we was in there, I was always like on the arcade cab, and my dad was like, he used to get like, give my dad free drinks and stuff like that. And it was all because we just helped him move this jukebox on like the third time we went in there. And because we were regulars, like I say, because I think we was like the only English people that probably went into that bar. And yeah, so that was like a cool memory. And another thing about that bar as well, he always used to give us a free chicken. I shit you not, a whole chicken, whole roast chicken like that. He used to put it in tin foil and let us take it back with us. He used to get, chicken for you. That was a shit, that was meant to be Spanish by the way. But yeah, we took this chacken, that's Spanish for chicken. It's not. But yeah, he always used to give us a roast chicken as well. That was weird. For like 2 weeks on this holiday, we always used to go back, like after we'd had a few drinks in there, we used to go back to the room, and we just used to, like, my mum used to open the door She's like just see my dad standing there with a fucking chicken in his hand, like a like a foiled chicken. Like, where the fuck you got that from? Oh, you know, Pedro's gave us a fucking chicken, free of charge because we helped him with the jukebox, whatever. But yeah, that was a cool little gaming story because he used to put free play on that card performer. I don't know. Like I said, I was struggling for 5, alright. Anyway, that's the tag. So I think you've got a tag. It's an actual old tag, so I've actually got to tag somebody else now. So I suppose it's just custom to just tag my fellow Sunday strollers. So yeah, Dan Central, you're tagged. Adam Interghost, you're tagged. And Gashead Steve, you are tagged. 5 random gaming facts about yourself or something like that nobody gives a flying shit about. So yeah. Anyway, I've been Shock16. Like I say, check out Retro Game Crusader and check out Owen, LeBossu77. Hadouken! Yeah, we'll end on that. See you in a bit. You've been great. I've been Shock16. That's been Kenneth. Bye bye.